Are you thinking about making a move to Danville, Virginia? You're kind of curious about what is the real estate market doing with all of the changes that are taking place in the economy, with inflation, with mortgage rates fluctuating up and down. Well, in this video, we are gonna cover the Dan River region market as far as housing, employment, and give you an update on the market for Danville, Virginia, as well as Pittsylvania County with our Q2 home sales report, and we're going to get after it right now. This is David Totten in Danville, Virginia, licensed realtor in Virginia and North Carolina. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, please click that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and you'll be the first to learn about the market here in Danville, Virginia and surrounding areas. Again, my name is David. I am a licensed agent. My team and I, we get calls and texts every day from people just like you looking to make a move to Danville, Virginia, and we love it. So whether you're moving in 6 weeks or 60 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. You can even schedule a Zoom meeting with us now, and we'll be happy to help you make a smooth move to Danville, Virginia. And today we are gonna go over our 2022 Q2 home statistics, which relates to sales, employment in the area, and kind of what's going on in the Dan River region and surrounding areas. We're gonna jump right into the report, and we're gonna start kind of at the Virginia state level, and then we're going to narrow it down to Danville and Pittsylvania County. Any information that you need, links will be below in the description, but we are going to get into the home sales report now. And statewide, Virginia added 6,600 jobs between April and May of 2022, is now about 42,000 jobs short of the pre-pandemic levels. Most of the growth was in the leisure and hospitality markets. Despite the economic uncertainty and rising inflation, unemployment still remains low. Statewide, unemployment is at 3%, and here locally in the Dan River region, unemployment hovers right around 3.8%. So mortgage rates, they were on the rise, but dipped again. Q2 dipped a little bit. In the third week of July, the average 30-year rate was 5.4%, up from the previous week, but down at the end of June when it was around 5.7%. So housing market conditions here in the Dan River region. There were 268 home sales in this market in the second quarter, and that is an astronomical 24% increase in the second quarter from a year ago in 2021. That equals up to about 51 more home sales in the second quarter. Median sales price in the market was about $160,000 in the second quarter, up 7% from a year ago, which is a gain of $10,000. There were 265 active listings across the Dan River region at the end of the second quarter, 18 shy of where that number was last year, which equals up to a 6% in supply drop. Now, like I said, 51 more home sales in the second quarter compared to last year. We are up 7% as far as median sales price from last year, and we had $13.5 million more sold in total volume in Q2 compared to last year. So Danville, Virginia, like I've been talking about for the last few months, is poised to explode. Home values have jumped, median sales prices jumped, supply is still down quite a bit. So if you're thinking about purchasing a home, now is the time, because home values are going to continue to rise. You have a lot of people saying, I'm gonna wait until the market corrects itself. I'm gonna wait to see what interest rates do. Who's to say waiting won't cause things to rise even further? The Fed just raised the interest rate another 3/4 points a few weeks ago. If you're looking to buy, if you're looking to sell, now is the time to do so. We want to get a little further into some of the housing market overview. Let's see, where do we want to start? So here we go. Like I said, 24% increase in home sales compared to last year. And there were 169 sales in Danville alone in the second quarter, which is 40 more than this time last year, equaling to a 31% surge. And get this has been the largest influx of home sales in this region in more than 7 years. So what does that tell you about Danville? If home sales are up, that means demand is up. If demand is up, that means people are firm in their employment. You have a lot of people looking at this area now, whether it's for investments, whether it's for a second or vacation home, or you have a lot of people relocating here because of what the economy is doing in the city of Danville and Pittsylvania County. I've talked in videos before about the companies that are moving here. Of course, Caesars Casino coming to town. They broke ground on the $600 million project last week. Yes, you heard me correctly. $600 million project. And the facility is going to be beautiful. I will post a rendering of what the design could possibly look like in the description below, but I do know there will be 500 guest suites in the hotel portion of the casino, along with thousands of square feet of gaming space, thousands of square feet for the auditorium that can host concerts, different events, regional conferences, what have you. I mean, it's over 70 acres that this casino is going to be utilized. But back to our housing market report. So Pittsylvania County, they saw 99 sales in the second quarter, 11 more than a year ago, which is an increase in 13%. So we're talking double-digit numbers in home sale increases in this area. Let's see, home prices continue to climb across the Dan River region. We've mentioned this a couple times now. The median sales price was $160,000, jumping 7% from last year. And statewide, the median home price was $397,500, up 9% from last year. So Danville at $160,000, the second quarter median sales price in Danville surged up 20% from last year, and that's a gain of $25,000. 20%. The median sales price in the city has increased at a double-digit rate for 3 straight quarters. That is speaking volume to what is happening in the city of Danville. Pittsylvania County, median sales price in the county was $167,000, up $2,000 from a year ago, 1% increase. But increase is great. Do not despise small beginnings. That is the word of God tells me. So congratulations to the city of Danville and Pittsylvania County. So let's talk about sold volume. The surge in sales activity and rising home prices drove up the total sold dollar volume in the Dan River region. In the second quarter, there was approximately 50.4 million of sold volume, an influx which brings us up that 13.5 million from last year, which is a 30% jump in volume. The Dan River region is one of only a handful in Virginia that had sold volume growth this quarter. So hand clap to Danville and the Dan River region for the work that the agents are doing, home sellers, home buyers, investors, our economic development staff, and city council for all of the great work that they are doing. There was about 30.8 million of sold volume in the city in the second quarter, 58% more than a year ago. An influx of 11.3 million, that's in the city. And out in the county, 19.6 million of sold volume, an increase of about 2.2 million from a year ago. So let's look at average days on market now. So in Danville, the average days on market in the second quarter, it was 78 days a year ago versus 74 days this quarter. Homes have been selling faster in the county on average for 5 straight quarters. Now, in Pittsylvania County, homes are on the market an average of 87 days, which is 5 days longer than a year ago. This is the first increase since the summer of 2020. But with all of the activity in the city, we can kind of see that the speed at which homes are selling here in the city limits versus in the county, it is what it is. The supply of homes continues to shrink in the Dan River region. There were 265 homes for sale at the end of the second quarter, which is 6% fewer listings than were on the market a year ago, which is a reduction of 18 active listings. When you think about that, a lot of people are saying, we're in a recession. We don't know what's gonna happen with the market. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Well, here's the data. This is the report. A lot of people can say they're in a recession. I, my friend, want to tell you That's a mindset, whether or not you're in a recession or whether or not you are. If you are, that's your mindset. If you're not, that's your mindset. I don't believe I'm in a recession because the data is proving to us that I'm reading to you right now that we are not in a recession. Things are picking up, and a lot of sellers are still curious, if I list my house, where am I gonna live? So let's look at, our numbers versus, Virginia statewide. Statewide, there were 19,375 active listings at the end of the second quarter, which is 169 more than a year ago. So to piggyback off of what I just stated, yes, we have a few more listings, but that's statewide. That's 169 statewide. So you think about all these people vying for 169 listings. You think about the population of Virginia versus the active listings. So we have about, currently, as of the second quarter, 3.2 months of housing supply left. Statewide, there was 1.6 months of supply at the end of the second quarter. So we're gonna talk about active listings, and then we're gonna wrap up this video. So active listings, there were 181 active listings on the market in the city, which is 2 more than a year ago. What does that tell you? There are still supply and demand issues wherever you look. In the county, there were 84 active listings, 20 fewer than a year ago. That's almost a 20% decrease in listings. And in the county, the supply has been shrinking for the last 10 consecutive quarters. So I get a lot of calls from folks who don't want to live in the city. They want to live in the county. They want privacy. They want space. They want land. They don't want to be on top of a neighbor. But when you're down almost 20%, then we have to get a little creative when it comes to finding a home there. But they're there. So we had 84 active listings at the end of the second quarter, and we'll do another report because we're halfway through Q3. And that is the report. Danville, Virginia is on fire. Pittsylvania County is on fire. So if you are considering a move here, I highly recommend you give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. My team and I, it's Sharnice Bennett, Latasha Austin, and myself. We are EXP agents right here in the beautiful city of Danville, Virginia, serving Virginia, North Carolina. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We will be happy to help you make a smooth move to Danville, Virginia. This is your Q2 market report for 2022. Until we see you again in the next video, please take care. God bless. If you need anything, give us a call. Take care. Bye-bye.